Tuesday, June 24th, 2025, back at the dacha. Yeah, and it's shaping up to be a hot one today. First, let's go take a look at the temperature. 28 degrees Celsius. So there it is, 28 degrees Celsius in the shade, and it's about 11 o'clock in the morning right now, so still haven't reached the peak heat, which the weather forecast was for 31 degrees Celsius. I don't know. I think it might even go higher than that. We got a little bit of a wind factor here. Where's my gauge? Right here. My little fir branches moving around, and my lilacs right here moving around. So I'm going to be still working on the drainage. I got that little section way in the back. It's got to be finished, and it's going to be going really slow, really slow, because when the breeze is not blowing, it gets really hot, and I'm just like, slow right down. I also gotta, if I have time, I want to seed the area that was covered up. So let's take a look at it here. Okay, so I still want to seed this all the way down, and that's pretty much it. So if I get any other things done, yeah, I'll be satisfied. But even if I get half of what I just said completed, I'm still going to be happy, because slowly but slowly moving forward. All right, let's what do we need? Let's get our wheelbarrow, rake, shovel. Only need 3 things, 3 tools, and let's start work. All right, let's go. So Vika, what do you got planned for today?
I was planning to continue this. This is what I did yesterday.
Oh, this looks really good. Okay, so it's like a little chebin border.
I put there's a plastic border here.
Yeah.
Because every time you mow the lawn, my heart bleeds, because you can cut down like how many plants. So the idea is whatever plants are growing here, if they're leaning over, they'll be leaning here and not on the lawn, and you won't cut it off like you've done already several times. And then I want to plant this. This guy is gonna crawl here. Everywhere.
Yeah.
It's yellow. This border is yellow, orange, and a little bit of red.
Okay.
But I can't.
Why?
I picked the strawberries. Yeah, that's it. I don't want to stay outside anymore. I want to go in the shade.
Yeah, I know.
So I can't.
Just standing here, it's getting really hot and humid in here. I was planning on working on my drainage and planting the grass. I think I'm gonna have to do a change of plans.
It's too hot.
Yeah. All right.
We'll wait a couple hours.
Yeah, gotta change my plans. It is getting really hot and humid, so maybe for a few hours I'll do something in the shade over here. Yeah. Oh, it's pretty nice and cool. I think I'm gonna do some staining. I still got trellises, or sorry, those lattices like that. I still have about 16, 17 of them. So this is gonna be my workstation over here in the shade, and I'll just turn on the radio and do some staining. It's got to get done. And towards the evening, when it starts cooling down, then I'll probably grab the wheelbarrow and the shovel and the rake and start working on that. All right, so I guess we're doing staining now. Let's go do it. Hey Vika, what do you want to show me here?
Take a look.
Oh, that's a big strawberry.
That's mini.
Did you plant these strawberry plants last year?
One? Yeah.
Did you plant these last year?
Yeah, my mom's neighbors.
Okay.
2 bags of them.
Oh wow. Anything else you can show that's growing big?
Peas.
Peas. How about the peppers over here? How are they coming along?
Take a look.
Nashi perchiki. Oh wow. Look at that. Okay.
Some in the greenhouse, they're bigger.
Oh really? Well, let's go check it out. Let's go into the greenhouse. Oh my god, the tomatoes. Yeah.
Even though I covered up the ceiling a little bit.
It is hot. Well, tomatoes are coming along.
Yeah.
Okay. There's some big ones over here.
Kinds.
Yeah. Okay. And oh, here are these peppers. Oh wow. Okay.
Those ones are good from the side.
Oh wow, look at that.
Look at this.
Ooh, that looks just like Safeway.
But I do not allow anybody to eat them because I'm waiting for their color first.
Oh,
They have to be
what color are they gonna be?
orange and yellow and red.
So Vika, on the greenhouse we got sort of a tarp here put on, and looks like you fastened it down so it doesn't fly away. Can you explain to us what's the purpose of doing it?
That's for tomatoes. If it's too hot, they shed their flowers.
Okay. So this just reduces the glare?
Yeah, by 50%. Yeah.
Okay. How come we only have half of the greenhouse?
Because that's what all I had from last year. I cut it up to cover the trees.
So are we gonna get more whenever?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and you got this greenhouse, Torsha?
Yeah, I ordered it online. It was too small. I don't know how it's supposed to be bigger.
Okay.
Now it only covers the top.
Okay.
I'll have to get another one.
All right. Well, I better get back to my staining.
Yep.
Well, I'm working at a snail's pace today. Taking it easy, taking a lot of breaks, but I did manage to do some staining. Let's turn the camera around, show you what I did. All right, here we are. 2 lattices completed. That's pretty good. So this one has 1 coat, and this one right here has 2 coats on it. So earlier on, was it last week or 2 weeks ago, I actually did this one. There was already 1 coat on it. So this is finished, and that one over there still needs another coat. Okay, well, the sun is starting to give us a bit of shade. Or the sun is over there, and this big fir tree is blocking the sun. So I am going to plant some grass seed right now. All right, let's go do it. Okay, first things first, I need to water the soil here. Need to get it all moist. So we're gonna take a run like this, and we're gonna go right down to the corner. There it is. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna water it. I have 2 of these containers right here, and we're gonna go fill up the water and start watering the soil. All right, so here it is. All right, let's start filling up. Okay, so I used 8 containers like this. So these 2 and then 4 times. And I watered down the area here that needs to be planted. So I gave it a good soaking. Oh, it took maybe 5 minutes. So got it all completed. And then took a rake and just raked out any of the rocks that I found. You know, there were still a few pebbles here and there. So now I can throw the grass down and then quickly cover it up and let it start growing. Okay, there it is. So I'm going to do 1 line at a time and quickly cover it up. Otherwise, if I end up going that way, the birds are going to come, and they're already flying around here. They're watching me. They're just waiting for me to turn my back, and they're going to dive in and start eating free seed. So I got to quickly cover it up and move on to the next line, which is down over there. All right, let's keep going. So I put the fabric down to the end there, covered it up. That way the birds are not going to get it. And now I'm going to start seeding that side over there. And once I have that seeded, I will cover it up like this also. And I will put rebar over top. So I got them all prepared right here. Just way down so that if the wind kicks up, it's not going to blow away my tarps. And then I will go once through again with giving it water to make sure that this is covered up and it's moist. All right, let's keep going. Okay, there it is, all planted and covered up, and got the rebar on it so that when the wind blows, it's not gonna blow away my tarp. And of course, I gave another round of water on here to keep the towels moist. And let's see, today's Tuesday, so a week from now, I will have grass that's going to look like this section, because this was planted a week ago. And look at it now. It's just blending in. That's pretty cool. So I still have some more time, and I figured I'm gonna plant grass right over here. So I gotta do it quickly, otherwise it's gonna start drying up. And you can already see cracks are forming. So I'm gonna quickly plant the grass today. And before planting, I raked up any loose rocks and whatever, and check this out. Even found a nail. So yeah, cleaned everything up. Now I'm gonna take this rake right here and I want to scratch it up so that the grass will get a better root if it's scratched up a bit. Then I'm gonna give it some water it down, and I laid out the fabric right here, so I don't want to have too much grass seed, so I end up, you know, having too much over here, and then the birds end up eating it, and it's complete waste. So I kind of know the size, the area. It's going to be pretty much the way I have the tarp. And once I plant, I'll just move the tarp over and then throw the rebar over top so that it doesn't fly away. All right, let's grab the rake. Let's start scratching. Okay, there it is, all scratched up. So it's like a checkerboard pattern. So I went long ways this way and then side to side and scratched it up. And in case you're wondering, why am I doing this before the watering? Well, as the soil starts to dry, it's just a thin layer of the dry soil and it's more moist underneath. So if I pour water over top, it's not going to go through this little thin crust that's developed over the last couple of days, and the water is just going to run off. So by scratching it like this, the water will actually seep into the ground, and then it'll be more moist, and then I can start putting my grass seed. All right, let's go get the water and let's water this down. Okay, there it is. Everything's all watered down. And how many containers of water did I put on here? I put eight containers, so 4 times. So 2, 2, 2, and 2, and drenched it. You could see that the water it's slowly seeping down. So the ground is nice and moist, all scratched up, and now I can start laying the grass seed. Okay, so there it is. Threw the grass seed down, and now I'm going to be pulling the tarps over and covering everything up. And then I need to lay down the water onto it, and then I'm going to put the rebar to weigh it down so that the wind doesn't carry away the tarp. All right, we still got a little ways to go. All right, there it is, perfect fit. So we're going to have the grass starting to grow here, whereas this right here is still my construction zone, and I don't want to get the grass all the way over here because then I won't be able to go in with the wheelbarrow. So this right here is taken care of. Now I just need to water it and put the rebar down, and that's it. And there it is. It's all tarped up. It's watered down. And I got metal strips and rebar on here to weigh it down. And within a week, we're going to have grass growing here. So the old potato field is slowly being reclaimed, being turned into lawn. And we're planting some beautiful trees in here. So like right over here, there's an oak, a birch, another oak, and a fir. So yeah, this is going to be our little quiet space of a forest. And of course, lawn too. Okay, I got to start cleaning up and got to get going home. It's almost 8 o'clock, so that means it's home time. Okay, all cleaned up and ready to go home. So let's recap. What did I do today? Actually, not much. I stained 2 lattices because it was so hot. I was going to end up doing the drainage, and it just was too hot, too humid. I'm like, no, I'm going to do some staining. So I was doing the staining right over here where it was shady. And then when the sun started to go down, started offering us some shade, that's when I quickly started planting the grass seed on the drainage that I covered up. And then once the grass seed was laid, I put the tarps on, watered it again, and put rebar onto it to hold it down, and even managed to scratch out an area over there because it was starting to dry up the ground, and planted seed there. So yeah, we're expanding the lawn. That's great. So it wasn't in terms of using muscle. I wasn't really exerting that much of my energy because it was really, really hot. But the cool thing is that once I leave out of here, I'll be driving home and I'll be thinking, well, it was a productive day for the most part because, you know, this stuff did not exist before I came. So the grass was not planted when I came, and now it is. 2 lattices were not stained. Now they are. So, like they say in Russian, chut, but chut, but chut, 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 a little bit, and it all gets done. All right, I gotta go. If you like this video, smash the like button, leave a comment. If you're not a subscriber, you can subscribe. It is free. Share this video with your friends, acquaintances, neighbors, even your dog and cat. All right, I gotta go. Take care, and paka paka.